Good day everyone, I'm Quesar and today is a good day to play some video games. This time we're gonna continue our adventure with Between Horizons. So let's warp in. Continue. Last time we finished our first case. Our father died and we got promotion. Who's the best girl? Pet Chichi. That's right. You wanna play it with network tool? No. I think we tried that last time. Maybe picture? No. So we're about to go to Captain. Good evening, Chief. I'm sorry to disturb you on arrival day. So we already arrived, we're supposed to not arrive. But there is something we need to discuss as soon as possible. Please, come to my office immediately. Okie dokie. But where is your office?
My handbook said that I had to allow myself to grieve. Live through the pain to overcome it. I tried to bottle it all up instead, but my thoughts kept circling to the events of that night. It had been weeks and we still had no idea who we'd been chasing down there, or what they'd tried to accomplish. I kept thinking that things would have played out differently if only I'd acted faster. I worked a lot to keep my mind in check. Everybody was out celebrating Arrival Day, but I was glad that the captain called me over.
Wasn't Arrival Day supposed to be just for her children? Like the intro said that? Hey, where is the captain? Locked. Captain's office. Level 4 or 3, so let's go to the elevator. Or maybe let's use stairs. Chief Stella, I'm sure you're here to see the captain. Just go on through whenever you need to talk to her. If she's too busy, she will let you know by locking her door. Oh, I know, thank you. Okay, so far nothing hidden. There's a place for the third captain. It's not you. Captain Taylor, you wanted to talk to me? Taylor Tiley. Chief Stella, thank you for coming so quickly, especially on arrival day. So we're gonna arrive today. Okay. Unfortunately, some matter cannot wait. During a routine inspection of the inner hull B, Enforcer Baddock caught Janitor Rose removing plating from the wall. She was in the process of retrieving a piece of paper hidden inside a secret compartment. A piece of paper? We secured it. Please have a look for yourself. It's on the table over there. Wasn't the Enforcer Bada the one that was scheming something in the locker room? Tylee wants you to read the letter on the table. Now that it is relevant to your investigation, you can have a closer look. Well, now I can investigate. So that was the guy that was saying before on the tutorial that once you enter the room you found nothing, but now we learned something new and now we're gonna find something with the scanner. Investigate the letter and give it a read in your PDA, then show it to Tylee Taylor to talk to her about it. Repeat tutorial? No. So now we can find it. Suspicious letter. Cases. No new cases. Evidence. Suspicious letter, a message written on a paper that janitor Rose retrieved from behind a wall panel in the inner hall. Notes: hello again. Thank you for your message. We have great sympathy for your struggle. You are not alone in thinking that more democracy is needed on the Zephyr, and our cause grows stronger every day. Come to the Arrival Day installation in the Earth Museum tonight. Talk to one of the job representatives and mention the word freedom. The symbol on this letter will be on their uniform, not necessarily in this color. Another hint can be found inside this very compartment. With this, you should have all the information you need. Freedom. The code word and the mark is 3 stripes, I believe. So that's our clue. What do we make of this? I was hoping to get an assessment from you, Chief of Security. Well, it sounds troubling. The wording is a little opaque, but unless it's some sort of game, it seems like someone is trying to put together a dissident movement on the ship. The fact that the letter was hidden inside a wall doesn't exactly make it less suspicious. I agree. What's more, it reads like this is not the first letter in this communication. ... Do you think that whoever wrote this has something to do with... Let's not jump to conclusion, but we need to find out who's behind this as soon as possible. Division among the population could jeopardize the mission, especially if it goes unaddressed for too long. Now, the letter contains instruction on making contact with another person at the Arrival Day Festivities. We will keep a closer eye on the event later tonight. Until then, we have some time to figure out what we are dealing with. I need you to look into 2 things. I will open a separate case about each of them. So we have 2 cases. Your first assignment: find out the intended recipient of this letter. We already have a prime suspect here, Janitor Rose, who was caught retrieving it from its hiding spot. However, when Enforcer Bodo was leading Rose away, she ran into someone else who was not supposed to be down there. Who? Technician Lewis. The guy who wanted to hit on us, or rather saying that if we want to meet him, we should send him a text message. ... His presence in the inner hall seems suspicious. We can't rule out the possibility that he was there to retrieve the letter, and that Janitor Rose just happened upon it. You know, I don't usually intrude into your personal life, but I have to ask. Will you be able to remain impartial investigating him? Yes, of course. Good. You might also want to have a look around Rose and Louis' bunks. Do I have permission to go in there? They are both suspect of a degree 6 violation. The Codex explicitly allows bunk searches in this case. Right, of course. Your second assignment might be trickier. Get on the trail of the sender. The only lead we have here is that their note was written on a piece of paper. It makes sense since communication with the PDA network is monitored. However, paper is not distributed for private use. Chance it must have been stolen from a public space. As far as I know, there aren't many places on the ship where you can get your hands on it. All of them should be in the public area. Ask Serge Aldrich about potential sources of paper. He knows the daily going on better than anyone in the crew. So sergeants are crew, and enforcers are... they don't even know who they are. Don't tell him why. I suggest you and I keep the content of this letter to ourselves until we know what we are dealing with. Yeah, but already enforcers know about this, so they probably gonna talk to everyone. Did you get all that? Yes. Yes, Captain. Once you submit your results in both cases, come talk to me again. Yes, Captain. Okay, that's gonna be a long quest. Where do we start? One more thing, Stella. I know how hard it is to lose someone you love. But you shouldn't think that you're letting your father down if you stop torturing yourself. I'm fine. Our mission needs a strong, reliable chief of security, especially now that this letter has surfaced. Can I count on you being that for us? Of course. I am aware that none of this is easy. You are very young, but I need to know that you will try. Understood, Captain, I will. Good, I will talk later. Dismissed, and happy arrival day. Happy arrival day, Captain.
Talia rarely let the mask slip, but I'd been seeing it more and more lately. She'd gotten visibly angry the other day, which I'd never seen before. She wasn't taking Dad's death lightly and probably felt increasingly isolated. Or maybe I was just projecting.
Alice, would you like to talk about... Who is this? Rose. A quirky lady in love with everything cute or shiny. Source of paper. Captain Taylor said that there are only a few places on the ship where paper is used. The case Stalak has given you lead to new areas on the ship. As a result, they are now accessible to you and their location can be revealed on the map. The ship is segmented into multiple main areas, 3 of which are accessible now. Each main area contains a train station. In order to immediately travel to a location, simply select it on the map and press F. You will be taken to the closest available train station. Repeat tutorial no. need to start making some notes. Okay, let's proceed. What's this? No enforcers here. Chief Aldrich should be here. Ready for some updates? Sure. The Ethic Committee invited you to their next monthly meeting. Chief William always declined this invitation because he wanted to keep the security separate from the judicial branch. Do you want to continue in this direction or change things up? Maybe it's good to go. Maybe they're suspects. I will go. Can't hurt to hear what they talk about in these meetings. At least once, tell them I'm coming. Will do. In other news, we received an anonymous report from the bio area earlier today. There is a shortage of painkillers at the hospital and nobody seems to know why. Could be mismanagement, could be foul play. We should probably look into it sooner or later. But for now, the captain wants you to talk to the suspects in Brick. Third assignment. She didn't tell us why they were apprehended, I'm sure you know. That probably wasn't an oversight, Paul. I can't tell you. I can't talk about it, sir. I'm sure the captains will share more information soon. Paul ... Maybe he's involved. That's it for now. Let us know if we can help with your investigation. Yes, like where's the paper is. Where you can get the paper. How many cases do you have? My pet is involved. So what, I can talk to Aldrich about this letter? No, I can... This. I have a question. Maybe you can help me with this Sergeant Aldrich? At your service, Chief. Do you know where on this ship they are still using paper? Paper? There's an unexpected question. Definitely nowhere in the command area. I think it's only for educational purpose and for entertainment. I know they use it in the activities room. I'm pretty sure it's being used in several places around the public area, definitely at the school. School. Does this pertain to an investigation? Yes, exactly, but it's something I will have to take care of myself. Of course, let me know if there is anything I can do for you. Thank you, I will take a look around the public area. Where is school? Where is public area? Hospital missing medication, but we can't enter there right now. So maybe that's good. Oh, we can interrogate Rose. This is public area. Quite a lot. Okay, but maybe let's go to the brick and inner hall. Where is that panel that she opened?
This was my first time being back in this part of the inner hull since the incident. My knees went soft as I approached the bridge. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths.
Keep it together. Cargo lever. A lever controlling the large cargo crane in the inner hull. The person who is responsible for my father's death operated it. Much like doors around the ship, the whole panel should only respond to people with the necessary clearance. In this case, that includes anybody working down in the inner hull, as well as the crew. So it's biological locked. Take the fingerprints. Can't do anything more with that. Tony. Hey, Chief, watch your step. A lot of clutter and not a lot of light down here. You looking for something in particular? Yeah, open panel. Thank you for your concern, Engineer Tony. Just passing through, there's something I need to look into. Well, keep your eyes open. People got hurt down here, especially way without helmet. Yeah, since this is construction area, I need to wear helmet. I will keep that in mind. I have nothing to say about that right now. What can we see? An engineer I have often encountered fixing up things around the ship. Maintenance room. Public area. Also, we can access this also from the public area. Ooh, open panel. Locked. I need a key. Recycling center. Locked. Let's start from the back. The back door is always the best door. Paper chase. Isaac. Hello, Engineer Isaac. Huh? Oh, Chief, sorry, I didn't hear you coming. A crew member down here in the hall? To what do I owe the pleasure? I investigate in the security matter. I see, well, welcome to the club of people working on arrival day. So, you implying that I do not work? Feel free to look around down here, but please don't touch anything. I always touch the red button. If you excuse me, I have to take care of the tubes here before another accident happens. Where is red button that I can touch? Recycling times. Why I don't have this recycling times? Maintenance room. Power node. Recycling center. Here. Recycling times. Maybe I can find out where paper was recycled at which time today. An override of the latest recycled materials that I got from device in the recycling center. Time, resources, amount. Paper 260 grams. Water, plastic, rubber, organics. Water, cloth, rubber, organics, paper. Water, paper, plastic. Okay, so we have recycle paper 260 grams, and we have paper at 0602 255 grams, and we have 255 grams, so this is like a whole notebook. Isaac, one of the engineers overseeing the recycling process on the Zephyr. What were you doing at 5-5 or 6-2 or 6-4? So we already have questions to ask. Wall compartment. Open, open. It's marked. A hidden compartment in the corridor of the inner hall B. Janitor Rose uncovered a suspicious letter here. It looks like somebody purposely unscrewed the plate and then loosely reattached it. I flipped it around and found a symbol on its back side. Interesting symbol. Brother, what are you two doing here? Captain told us to keep an eye out. The hidden compartment where the letter was found is just down the hall from here. We're keeping an eye on it from a distance in case someone else comes to check on it. Good. Or maybe you're giving a word to everyone, so they're not gonna come here. And why you talk? I wanted to talk to you. I have nothing to say about that right now. Maintenance room. Locked. I have nothing to say about that right now. Huh? Sorry, I don't know. Okay, not much info from this guy. And where is those people banks? Anything new? There is no Michu. Michu stopped drinking. Janitor Rose. Stella, darling, this is a big misunderstanding. There's no need to keep me locked up like this. Call me Chief, I am the law. I am the chief of security. Please address me accordingly. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, chief. You need to tell me what happened. Tell me, what were you doing in the inner hall? What were you doing in the inner hall? Well, my job. I was on my way back from the cleanup. The engineers made a real mess down there. You should have seen it. Metal shavings and oily footprints everywhere. You were caught trying to retrieve a secret letter from a hidden wall compartment. Yes, dear. I was walking through the hallway and I spotted a plate that seems a little loose. Fixing this kind of things is a part of my responsibility. I wiggled it a little bit and it just came off. There was a compartment behind it. That's where I found the piece of paper. Did you read it? I thought it was gossip. A love letter maybe. I had no idea. Why didn't you call security? I swear that's what I would have done next, but they showed up a few moments later anyway. Tell me. That's all. That's all. Paper. Oh, Stella, dear, I really don't know what to say about that. You don't know anything about paper. What else? Compartment? Oh, Stella, I don't know anything about that. Recycling. Nothing. Letter. Nothing. Okay, Louis, we finally have a moment to chattel, just as you liked it, just as you wanted it. So let's chat. Technician Louis? Technician Louis? Come on, Stella. No need to be formal. Call me Chief, I am the law. I'm a chief of security now, and this is not a private encounter. Please address me appropriately. Let's role play, Louis. Louis, ... Okay, Chief. Why I am being detained? I didn't do anything. You will be let go soon after questioning is complete. Relax, why are you looking like a robot? Stay on topic. I'm not. Stay on topic. What were you doing in the inner hall? What kind of question is this? It's not like I'm not allowed to be there. There aren't many places on the ship where I can be alone for 5 goddamn minutes. What about your bunk? ... Come on, Lois, what were you doing down there? That's personal, okay? That message was delivered in a pretty old school way. Louis ... You don't happen to know where the sender could have gotten their hands on that piece of paper? No. Nothing comes to mind. I have seen paper here and there on the ship. Right. Does he know anything about loose plate? Wall compartment, I mean. I don't know what you mean. About recycling times? I don't know what you mean. Louis' personal matters. So Rose is more talkative. Don't you want a lawyer or something? You too? Where are your bunks located? Or it's somewhere in the public area. I need to find them. Okay. We did what we had to do. Let's go to the public area. So many people. Destina. Are we waiting for the event to start? That's right, Chief. I'm actually going to be part of the event. I need to head back inside soon. I'm just here for moral support. And I promised Devon I would drop by. Are you coming, Chief? Maybe I still have something to take care of. Earth Museum. Paper. Locked. Historian baptized, you look upset. Is something the matter? Oh, Chief, I'll be fine. Just need a minute. Did something happen? It just... We were going to show this year's message from Earth after the show. The captains only just forwarded them to us, and I was going over all the files. It seems like this year a lot of personal messages from friends and family were included. When I heard that, I really expected to find one from my own kids, but it seems they didn't send one. So I wondered, is it really possible that they couldn't be bothered? But I didn't think that's it. But I don't think that's it. I know I haven't seen them in a long time, but it's really out of character for them to pass up such an opportunity. Do you think they are in some kind of trouble? Earth would have notified us, right? I'm sorry, I really don't know. I know that Earth notified us about close relatives dying in previous years, but other than that, I don't think they're dead, of course. So what could have stopped them from sending a message? Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever got in the way, this time around I'm sure they will be included next year. I hope you're right. I guess this is going to bother me for at least a year now. I should head back inside. We're setting everything up for tonight. They're probably wondering where I went. Of course, please don't worry too much. Stella ... Mom tried to tell us something in her message. Maybe has something to do with it. Where they are not allowed to speak. Does everyone on Earth know something we don't? The ship going to explode. Mariola. Welcome everybody. Settle down, please. You all know me. I'm a teacher Mariola. I'm also a member of the ethical committee. I feel particularly honored to be giving this year's address because it's a very special arrival day. So arrival day is celebrated every year, of course. It's not like we're gonna arrive. Today we celebrate the Zephyr arrival in exactly 100 years. Oh, so we're not gonna arrive in the next 100 years. But we do celebrate arrival day. That's interesting. But that's not the only number I have for you. You can imagine that as a teacher, I like to do a little math now and then. And I figure out that we're not gonna arrive in the next 200 years. Because we need to diverge our course because there is a black hole in our path. 1,300 people are aboard this ship at all times, give or take. Well, if some people dies, there is less. And how much life support can sustain? You can't, so to say, reproduce too much. In other words, we spent a collective 1,300 years of our lives here every year. In 100 years, this number will have grown to 130,000 years. That is well over 1 million hours. Taking into account that 33 years we have already been here. 33 years. And they're gonna fly 100 years, so only 133 years going 4 light years. So how fast they going? Like 3% of light speed? That makes 1.5 million hours. I need to find some space distance calculator and check this out. Now, let's face it, we haven't spent all these hours being our most productive. We've been asleep for about a third of them. Yeah, you should all be hibernated, less oxygen and stuff wasted. It may seem that during most of our hours nothing of importance is happening. We do our jobs, follow our routines, but that's not true. Everything each of us does here is important. We are on a zephyr. We are bringing humanity out to the stars, and we are bringing the stars to humanity. Nothing we do is ever mundane because we do it light years away from home. Never forget that. However, this does not mean that we shouldn't be doing our best to make each of those hours count. So technically, in like 70 years, you won't have any connection to Earth. You could create your own government. The mission is as fragile as it is important. There is no room for slip-ups or slacking off. So that's why probably they want more democracy. Because they technically are no longer under the supervision of Earth. And frankly, anything less than 100% dedication doesn't befit pioneers like ourselves. So the next time you find yourself tired or unmotivated or scared, remember these words. We have 1.5 million hours to give to the mission, but all of it could be undone in just one. And you have a paper, something on your head. Spend those hours wisely, fill them with commitment and purpose and dignity. Mariola ... Happy arrival day. Well, that was very insightful. Mariola award, please. Chief Stella, how did you like my speech? It was interesting. Lots of numbers. I never thought about how many hours we spent out here. I hoped it would give some people food for thought. That's all. Where do you take your paper from? Teacher Mariola, do you happen to know where I can find paper around here? I have seen it here and there around the public area, and you have paper on your head. We still use it at the school. It just helps convey certain things better. Thank you. You are main suspect now. Destina, Dr. Yach's daughter. Giant's daughter seems similar, calm, quiet, and competent as her mother. A dutiful nurse who often means the front desk at the psychic ward. Mains. You, Simon, you wouldn't think he's a Mariola's son, as their teaching style seems to be polar opposite. Earth Museum, a museum commemorating the origin of mankind, lest we forget our roots and purpose. Earth Museum plaque. A plaque at the Earth Museum entrance. A place to learn about planetary life in the past and present so we can shape it again in the future. Currently closed due to preparation for Arrival Day festivities. Responsibility, caretaker Davern. A historian by trade, he makes sure that everything is in order at the Earth Museum and is in the adjunct activities room. Baptized. Sometimes it seems like he knows everything that ever happened back on Earth. Mariola, Simon's mom. She works as a school teacher and currently holds a seat on the ethic committee. Maybe not for long. Maybe soon she will be thrown away out of a airlock if she gonna be my main suspect. Art Institute. There is paper here. Inner hall. Close for paper storage. Oh my. Now I need to find which one is the bank of Louis and Rosa. Rosa? Rose. R2C. L3B. Okay, let's clear this area. School. What's this, another teacher? Please recycle. Paper leftovers. School, the only school in the ship. On the ship. I had classes there for 12 years. Recycler, a recycling unit that funnels trash down to the recycling center. Notes. All recyclers seems to look identical, so I'm not sure creating separate entries for them. I write down where I found them around the public area in case it's useful for tracking the recycler paper. Unfortunately, I can't see any historical recycling data on their screens. It just say, in case of malfunction, please consult the professional in the recycling center inner hall B. So one recycler in art institution. A stack of paper that remained unused at the end of the week. 495 grams of paper are left this week at the art institution. Leona. Oh, hi. Oh, Chief, hi. The art institution is already closed for the day. But feel free to have a look around our Arrival Day exposition, if you like. I'll stay here for a while anyway. No plans for Arrival Day later? No, it's just I have been a little introspective lately. Are you alright? Introspective, everything alright? I've been helping a lot with the Arrival Day preparations like every year, and it's made me think about my role here. Maybe you're not the right person to ask this, but ask what? What would you say is the role of art in a society, and by extension the role of an artist? I'm not sure I understand the question. I mean, is art there to uphold the system it exists in, or to challenge it? Challenge it. Maybe art should serve to point out the flaws in a system. Right, maybe it should, but my art has never done that. I will need to think about it some more. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, how is Chichi doing? She's back to her old self, thank you for asking. That's good to hear. Worrying about your pet is the worst. Yeah, I'm glad that's over. Happy Arrival Day. Happy Arrival Day. Where do you get your paper? Hey, one question. I saw a stack of paper on the table over there. Oh yeah, we use it in our art club. I know it's old-fashioned. The blank sheets on the table are what's left over this week. Can I ask you a few questions about the paper you use here? Of course. How do you get your paper? Our supplies are refilled through the distribution system at the start of each week. We always have 750 grams of paper, mostly for our art club session. So there was 250, 255, 255, 260. Gram paper extra. Do you have more paper when there is leftovers from the previous week? No, refills are always up to the same fixed amount. Thank you. I have another question. Of course. What happens to the used paper? The club members can take photos of their work with their PDAs if they want. But at the end of each week I throw the sheets into the recycling over there. It just did it again today. Are people ever allowed to take paper home? No, paper is strictly a public resource. Every used sheet has to be recycled. Would you notice if someone broke the rules and took a sheet or two home? Well, I can't have an eye on everyone all the time, but I made the rules very clear. I would be surprised if someone deliberately broke them. Why do you ask? It might be related to Kate I'm working out. Move along, there's nothing to see here. Thank you, I have another question. I do? Of course, that's all. What else? Data. Do you by any chance remember when you put the used paper into the recycling today? I always do it after the week final art club session. Class was a little shorter today because of the festivities. We finished up around 6. Yeah, there was 2 dates around 6, 602, 604. But I can't really tell you the exact time. Thank you. Can you tell me anything about the recyclers around the public area? The readout on the display doesn't give me much to work with. All I know is that the recycled materials end up in the recycling room down in the inner hall B. If you're looking for more data on the recycling materials, you will probably find it there. And now I need to go there and scan, and probably I will scan something more. I think we already talked about that. Yes, we did. What do you know about wall compartment? Sorry, Stella, I am a chief. I don't know what to say about it. Need to check recycler again. That's one of the recyclers from upstairs. All of their input ends up right here. The machine by the doors tell you what was recycled at what time today. Should be a lot today since it's the end of the week. Feel free to have a look if you want. I already did. I'm looking for a place on the ship that use paper. You can probably help me with this, right? Usage of paper is pretty limited. Far as I know, there are only 3 places on the ship that have any. All in the public area: activities room, the school, and the art institute. all in the public area. Can I ask you a few questions about the paper? Sure. Tell me, how much recycled paper this week? Is there a way to check how much paper was recycled this week? Yeah, the machine by the entrance logs today input. A lot of stuff is recycled at the end of the week, meaning today. Does it break down the materials by the recycler it was thrown in? No, it's prohibited for privacy reasons. My engineering unit submitted several requests to the ethics committee about changing it. People would be more careful with their resources if we were able to see how much they are wasting. Thank you. Tell me, notice any discrepancies? Were there any significant discrepancies lately, like lost paper that wasn't accounted for? Someone stealing stuff again? Give me a second, I will check that stats. Isaac ... No significant losses, but some small amounts of paper have gone missing over the last few months. The system didn't issue any warning because the quantities are negligible. Nothing is recycled at 100% efficiency. Threads of clothes come loose, a piece of plastic packaging is torn off. This is a little usual though, it happens very consistently. For how long has this been happening? For 6 months now. So how they planning to fly for the next 100 years? They stopping by to refuel, grabbing asteroids or something? I would be a little concerned about that. Thank you. Tell me, that's all. That's all for now. I think that's all. Where's Mariola? Gym. New. Activities room. I need a pin to enter there. I can't play puzzle if I don't know the pin. I can't enter the gym. Eva. So you don't have to worry about it, okay? I'm sure you'll make an excellent contribution to the mission. In fact, you're already doing so every day. Darren. That. Okay. Good, then get back out there whenever you're ready. Hey Stella. Always working, huh? Yeah, well, I saw Darren walk away crying, so I had a little chat with him. Mariola told him the other day that if his bad performance at school continued, he would bring no merit to the mission. Sheesh. When he heard her speech just now, he projected some of it onto himself. I see. It's very nice of you to cheer him up. I consider it part of my job as a teacher. Anyway, the arrival day event is starting soon. Until then, I will be at the cafe in case you want to join me. I need to get out of here, sorry, let's chat upstairs. Sure, I understand. Maybe I should send text to her, not to Louis. Paper leftovers. What's this? Classes timetable. Recycler. School leftover for 940 grams of paper that were left over after school ended for the week, and 495 grams of paper are left this week at the Art Institute. Gym. We all have to work out regularly to make sure our bodies remain in good condition. Activities room, a space attached to the Earth Museum offering a range of activities only accessible to the public under supervision of caretaking Devron. Keypad activities room, a keypad at the locked entrance to activity room. Some numbers look slightly more worn out than others. Yes, 2480. We'll check that later. And who's this? Ava, a compassionate teacher and one of the few members of the population I considered a friend. And something tells me a friend will be our enemy. She will be the leader of the uprising. Darren, a biological Camilla's kid. Who is Camilla? Seems bright if a bit early. Camilla, who was Camilla? Don't remember who was Camilla. Classes timetable. Classes take places from 8 to 12 in the morning and resume from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. So no one from school did this recycling because it was at 566. Okay, let's go to the cafe to our bestie. But before we're gonna do that, I think it's good time to make a break. And we're gonna finish in the next episode. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.